Hi. I've got one dream, but the Lord just showed me another one first. It's a Pied Piper song. It's by Robin and the Bee Gees. I started a joke that started the whole world crying. I'll have to link it. But it's not. It's a scribe word. I'll show you. I didn't plan on reading it. I actually reached over to get the bathroom dream. Because Angel said, your father was right, no one will listen. And I had just sat down to think that I will share it when I was hunting last night for the two pictures I had of the menorah, the glory cloud, and then Clerk as a masterpiece in an art gallery. And the other one was a king's crown, a glory cloud, and Clerk as a masterpiece in a gallery. I couldn't find the drawings, but it's around about March, April 2019, at the same time as a kick-off event. And look at my hair sticking out. I have the puppies out. Their names are, and they were in the comments when the shofar was blown. Their names are something in my eye. Oi, stop crying. It's going to be annoying. Beautiful. That's the one crying. Willow and Barker. Barker's mine. Barker's a trade for Glory. But Glory didn't get the ribbon. What else, Lord? So Brian's been pestering me with phone calls. I think it was Billy, I just heard him talk to Angel and tell Angel that it's time for a celebration. So Brian's been pestering me with phone calls. And the Lord reminded me of that dream. I had that dream at his house, the one where I saw the sheep jump, and I knew it was in America off a bridge. And then the waters come up. And I woke up thinking I hadn't heard from them last night. I didn't feel like I had a spiritual end to my evening. I sat and listened to all the click videos. And nothing else popped out past what I saw. I saw the sword. And I saw the crown. And I wanted to find the masterpiece drawings. But instead I found the bathroom dream. And I read one line of it, and guess what it said? I was in the bathroom on Facebook. I forgot that bit. That's how it starts. So please hold fast and listen to these two, which will be long videos, even though I've only got short words to read. Because we need to give time to the Lord. I gave 24 hours, like the persistent judge. And it was no problem. And I wasn't weary. And at times I was vexed, because that's what the Bible says. It's okay to have righteous anger. Jesus did. You know that. Come on, Bubba's inside. And I know I seem like I've got bipolar or something, because I'm so at peace and quiet at the moment. Usually I yell and scream. Not as bad as this a black man that, sorry I said black, but who bloody cares? You know that in 2018 at the end of the year, the Lord had me write down Black Lives Matter. I scribed it in 2018. He knows about everything. Okay, I hope the dogs will stop crying. Hello, Michael. Michael's in here. Everyone's in here. So, I woke up thinking I hadn't heard from them. I'm still wearing the t-shirt, but I'm actually wearing black and white striped jammies now. I got them. See, I got all these things at the op shop the day that I gave Glory away, the day before, yesterday. That's when I got the toys. The roaring lion, the cock and crow, cock-a-doodle-doo, and the chameleon lizard. There's a reason why it's a chameleon. Can you see the bear from the woods? Do you know about the handkerchief that Cleek talked about? It's him wrapping things up and running away from home. You know, he's not, but we are. We're running away from home to our real home. Do you understand? We have an artist here, a jeweler, called Karen. Can't remember, but she does little jewellery. And the media god that I was following was wearing it. But she switched. Karen switched her design from a wee girl in a wee dress, like in a wee American Holly Hobby from Little House on the Prairie. That's what it's from. It's a copy from the past. And on her shoulder is a stick with a handkerchief because she's taking her lunch to run away from home. Not much does she carry. Well, do you know what she has now? God showed me it in 2019. An axe. A little axe. I was with my husband getting my glasses, the ones that broke that I've just replaced. I was picking up my glasses with my husband when I went back to tie up loose ends. But we went away, we did things. I held his hand and he never pulled it away. And my second husband, he never walked so fast that he dragged me behind him. He never pushed me because I was in the way when he was going into the dairy. I have someone on my bench seat. It's him. I hope you have someone on your bench seat, an angel. And then you just need Jesus. I can leave my dogs. When I was waiting for the chauffeur, Brian rang. I was talking to Gary. He was busy reading. He said, no YouTube today. I said, I'll leave the phone so you can hear the chauffeur going. Because I'm discipling that man. The other man, Paul the Baptist, who found Glory's tag, the dog tag, he stopped talking. But he got delivered a decoy duck at the same time as I said, Trump is a decoy. Like a literal decoy duck. And he found Glory on the way down to get baptized. Glory's tag. And last night I posted a documentary that came up. And it was after I'd watched a volcano one. About the dog and man. And I put a bit up. And they mocked me. And I was testifying. I've testified about what it was that hurt Gory's father's eye. And it was a husky. I was testifying about that at Christmas 2020. When I went to Brian's, Glory came out and her eye was bleeding. Like he may have nicked her eye, but her eye was bleeding blood. I took her home a few days after that, and then the Lord told me to take her back. And I linked a video that I managed to save because I delete my videos because I need to make room for God. I delete my dog videos to make room for God. I've laid them down. I have no idols. I had no intention of giving her my glory. And I did it, and this time I don't get her back. And Brian's got her. The old man who won't change his ways. And I yelled almost at him yesterday because I said to him, Jonathan's blowing the shofar. He said, oh, I'll let you go. He just rang for nothing. And then I said, just remember, if you don't hear from me, I've got dogs in the caravan. It's sensible to have said that. But who cares? I didn't panic. He turns up. And he thinks I'm lonely. He thinks I was panicking. I have fear. He thought I'd fallen off the roof. Okay, he's old. And I growled at him. I said, how many times do I have to tell you? This is the happiest time of my life. I am so happy. And I'm not lonely. I'm not lonely. And the dogs know your feelings. And so does God. I didn't say that, but yeah, they're beautiful. And I can't believe how good God is that I'm here. And I don't have a volcano out my window. And I didn't have ancestors that worshipped dogs. I didn't have ancestors that worshipped dogs that go back to Egypt. Hybrids, no. And I didn't know anything in my blood about King Henry III. Yes. The Lord woke me up after Glory was stabbed in the eye, and I went, listen, stop it, guys. I went to my husband's house as a refuge. I slept in the spare room. I was there for a week. I was in the bedroom all the time, hearing the Lord. He was watching telly. And I woke up one morning, and I heard King Henry III. I know the song, King Henry VIII, I am, but I heard King Henry III. The third. 3. And I said to my husband, who knows all about history, who's King Henry III? And he's great. He researched for me. He's already researched the hat, the mean for me. I have a picture of the mean, the religious spirit, the cult. They wear a hat. They correct your spelling. But I see them, they wear a colonial hat. Because I saw them in a black, it's like I saw him in a black carriage with a horse and cart, and he wears a hat, and he's the mean. It's the spirit, he's the mean. I knew what the hat looked like. My husband Googled it. It's like an Amish hat, but I'm saying to you it's not. But it is a hat, a felt hat that they made. And he found it. He goes, is it this? 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 It's that one! Man. And he didn't know who King Henry III was. The only thing I found out was that during the Reformation, he was approached by the Pope, and they hatched a plan to slaughter anyone, and they martyred many for saying that. Basically, we know what it is. You don't pray to Mary, and you do not go through a priest. Jesus is our high priest. Well, guess who took out, assimilated in a direct, calculated plan, the Canary Islands people, the ones that worship the dog and stones and rocks and caves and trees. King Henry III sent the Spanish in. So I started a joke, which is exactly what I heard this morning. So I'm thinking, Brian even came round. I gave him, after I growled, I gave him tea. And we watched volcano videos. And he went over the same old tune. Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head up high and whistle a happy tune so no one will suspect I'm afraid. But my song is, I started a joke. I started a joke that started the whole world crying. And then it flips and it goes, I started to cry, which started the whole world laughing. I fell out of bed and I hit my head. Then I suddenly died, which started the whole world living. So I haven't read this. I went over just then to get my boyfriend's room, but I've only got 3 books out, and this one, the page is bent over. I don't know what it is. I haven't even got, I tell you, I haven't even got anything that says, when I put things on YouTube, I put a date on it that it went up on YouTube if I read it from scribing. There's no date. But I make I forget something. Some things I may have forgotten, but there's no date. It's significant. I can go back and tell you what the date was, though. Oh my lord, I'm talking about lions and the harvest and everything here. I can hear it coming in the ear tonight. All right, it's a short one. God is in the air now. His holy angels are in flight. You can feel it because you are one of them. You are awake and moving with them through this moment in time. In your time, you remember seeing his face. You know not to rescue him. You have seen his face. But I'm telling you, he doesn't know who you are. Sounds like I'm talking about Brian. You were a witness to what he did. Sounds like I'm talking about God. I'm going to play this over. You saw it with your own eyes. So say, you can wipe that grin off your face. No, you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. And it's all been a pack of lies. You were born for a time like this. You've been watching all your life, waiting for this moment, a moment in time, not another movement, a moment, not another movement, a moment. But God says moment. You will know in a moment. Don't concern yourself with this. You will remember. How could you ever forget? That's how it will feel. You will remember. How could you ever forget? That's how it will feel. This is deception. Oi, stop it. We sleep, but God wakes us. The time is now. Wait a sec. Stop it. Right. That is so good. I'm going to do 3 parts. The Lord's just told me to do 3 parts. So I am going to get to the bathroom dream. They're not long. It's me who makes it long. I'm going to read it one more time. You can stop now if you want to move on. Wait for the second part. But I'll read it one more time because I like it. just about the only food I'm getting. Isn't that sad? Not really. It's his intention. I hear it coming in the air tonight. God is in the air now. His holy ones are in flight. You can feel it because you are one of them. You are awake and moving with them through this moment in time, in your time. A awaited generation. I miss that bit. You remember seeing his face. You know not to rescue him. That's that wait. That's who it is. The awaited generation. You remember seeing his face. You know not to rescue him. You have seen his face, but I'm telling you, he doesn't know who you are. You were a witness to what he did. You saw it with your own eyes. So say, you can wipe off the grin. I know where you've been, and it's all been a pack of lies. You were born for a time like this. You've been watching, waiting all your life. You know that I have my subscriber who's anonymous, called Romans, I think 828, who said that. I've had one comment and everything else is bots. Look at my channel. I can't even open my comments. All she said, someone else called Bonnie said they couldn't get open Odyssey to watch the shofar. I could read part of it, but I've tried everything and I can't open it to read the rest. That's been taken off. I found a place where they actually just take your comments and they take them, put them in prison and examine them. That one's been taken off. I'm pressing it. It says it's gone. It's not gone. It's not gone. Just because you may not have heard the shofar doesn't mean it's gone. God, Claire gave us more time, and he told us. The Lord told us about the 30 minutes of persevering, the silence in heaven. 30 minutes. It's not gone. The shofar's not gone. We haven't gone yet. They haven't gone. But you see, I woke up this morning thinking that the sheep were gone, and I was so happy. It's not like the movie at all. You will know if you're not going, or you know that you're coming back. So it's not really going. It's not a real goodbye. Some people know that it's not a real goodbye. That's what I mean. You know when you leave someone's house and you know, I'm going to see them next week. I'm not going to do a long goodbye. So do your goodbyes now. Maybe just persevere and ask the judge, the good judge, is it a goodbye? Or is it just a goodbye? Okay. It's all been a pack of lies. You were born for a time like this. You've been waiting all your life. That's the comment that Romans 8:28 put in there. I've been waiting all my life, basically. God's been preparing me. And he has, because you came into my life. The angel, she came into my life only about 3 days ago. Her name's Angel, 32. It's Angela, but it's Angel. My mother-in-law was called Angela. I don't want to tell her that, but she's the opposite. I laid on my bed when my husband cast me out after he was devoured by a lion. I saw its head in the lion's mouth. I just knew something was heavy, and I laid on my bed. And this is the really most, because so many veils were open, as in I heard something in the spirit, and I've smelt something, but this is the time where I've heard it. I smelt roses, but I heard a telephone. And I would just say this one thing. I've been checking up on Jason Upton, and the Lord just reminded me. He posted a picture of himself in an old telephone box. And I've been checking up on Rick Joyner because they are both angels to the church. One of the churches. Click's not the only one. He won't like it, but not everything not everything God does. Does he like? That's true. Well, he won't like that, but it's true. Doesn't change a thing. Doesn't change a thing what we like and don't like. See? Attitude makes all the difference. I thought, well, that's quite worldly, but it looks warm. God can turn anything up. So, I heard a telephone on bed. Then I saw like a cartoon in a comic, a cloud with a picture in it. That's all I can say. It was my husband answering it. And it's like I could see in another, Angela, my mother-in-law. I didn't hear their words, but I heard it in my spirit what was said. She had a job offer for him that he couldn't refuse. He didn't say anything, but you could tell. I know my husband. He's ambitious because of fear. I love him, but he's ambitious because of fear. He has to get to the top so no one will bully him because he's weak, coward, and needy, and he never wants to be needy. People can be summed up so quickly, can't they? It's not always true. Someone would sum me up. Someone who doesn't listen, who talks too much. None of those things are true. But because he made a decision, it's still true about him. Because what's good about me is gone, and that's the only thing. But he hasn't got that, and he's going to die a death that's, I can't really say that it's in the world at the moment, but it will be. Total white and black holes in his body, like worms.